welcome to this episode of Geeky Baker. Sorry, it's been a while since I have posted with the wrap up of school, and then I went on vacation. So now I'm back full time, yay! And I wanted to start off with a bang. I have actually been playing the new Ratchet and Clank a lot. I love the Ratchet and Clank series. I've played every single one of them. They're one of my favorite platformers ever. So I wanted to do a little bit of an homage to Ratchet and Clank because they've provided hours and hours and hours of entertainment for me. So I have made some Ratchet themed cupcakes. And I've got little chocolate nuts and bolts on the top, and then I also have inside striped Lombax fur covered with actual Lombax fur, which ends up being a chocolate, German chocolate cake, kind of coconut pecan frosting, which is really delicious. And then the inside is just kind of a spun up yellow and brown to represent his fur. And I'm going to show you how to put this all together. For this part of your Lombax Ratchet and Clank Bolt Cupcake, you are going to need some type of mold. You can see this one is a monster kind of mold, but it has little gears and nuts and bolts in it. So I'm going to be using this to make my bolts and nuts for the toppers for the cupcake. This has been in the freezer, okay, because I want to make sure that it sets completely through. You're also going to need some gold and silver luster dust to paint on, and you'll also need some type of alcohol. Vodka's fine, anything you have, just a little bit, it'll all evaporate off. Then you're also going to need mostly white melting chips and a touch of black melting chips. So I'm going to mix this up to make it into kind of a gray color for our bolts. Now I'm going to transfer this into a zip top bag for easier disbursement into my container. So I don't need a whole lot because there aren't very many of these little guys in the mold. So I'm just going to fill them in. If you go slow. You want to give this a couple of good whacks. It's all nicely dispersed and no bubbles come up to the surface. That one needs a little bit more. Then you want to take your knife, just kind of scrape across the top of it so that it's nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in the fridge so this will harden up, and then we will pop these out and start decorating. Okay, when it is time to take these out, you're going to just gently pull. That's the great thing about the silicone mold. Look, it's just popping right out there. Okay, make sure everybody's completely loose. This one's got a gear thing in the middle. Get these guys out. Very nice. Oh, good. Okay, you got some like flashing kind of around the outside there. Looks pretty cool though. Careful of this guy. Oh my gosh, those are amazing. These aren't really that hard to get out. I'm trying not to break off any of the little spokes or gear teeth. There we go. Make words. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. So cute. Okay. I'm going to make several more sets of these, and then we'll be ready to do them. Now, I've got all these guys all lined out there. So I'm going to take a little bit of my silver luster dust that I have mixed with a little bit of vodka, and I'm gonna paint onto these guys. Now, the vodka and luster dust will completely evaporate, so don't worry about anything like that. You won't even taste it. And then just paint on top of them. And as you paint, you might be able to see that, you might not. You can see it starts to stick. Makes them nice and shiny. Gold bolts in Ratchet and Clank are incredibly rare. You'll find bolts all over the place. The gold bolts are normally hidden away in special kind of places. You can unlock extra things like extra skins and that kind of stuff. Cheats like God mode and stuff like that. I obviously would never cheat like that, ever. Just let that dry till all the alcohol has completely evaporated and you will leave behind your beautiful sparkles. Now for the actual body of your Lombax cupcakes, we're gonna do kind of a tiger stripe look. The oven is ready, awesome. Okay, so a little bit of yellow in one, and a little bit of a freshly purchased brown. In the other one. I don't want it to be too over the top brown. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and forth between our two colors, kind of make a ring effect. So when you cut into it, it's gonna have a ring type shape or a stripy kind of look. So we get one for each color. Dollop the brown for everybody. And now we take a knife and kind of swirl it all around. Gonna get a mixing of the colors. So you're gonna have to kind of hold your paper in place. Kind of stir it up from the bottom a little bit. Now that the cupcakes have cooled completely, I'm going to be putting on some Lombax fur. And then this is just some coconut pecan, like a German chocolate cake kind of frosting. So I'm going to just put that on the top. Nice and fur ball-y. And I'm going to do just a few in some strawberry because James likes strawberry too. Our beautiful little bolts and wrenches and all that good stuff. So just kind of give them a little bit of a home there. However you want to put these on there.